Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. I just pulled the hanging tag off of this 69 Camaro Pro Street Z28. You know, when somebody builds a car for themselves to go to local shows and things like that, that's always great. The one thing that some people do just a little bit more is if they're a painter, for them the body and paint is paramount, and they need to go to the show with the best looking paint. This one here happens to be a race mechanic. His drivetrain was the most important to him, and he had friends that were into body and paint, and this is kind of how the car got to him. So he got a car that had great body and paint. Then he went ahead and finished the drivetrain up. What we have inside is, and I'll open the hood for you and show you some of the details in a minute, but as you take a look around the car, this is one great looking Pro Street car. This has always been, for me, the lines of the Camaro are great to begin with, and when you go ahead and tub it and throw in deep dish 15 by 15 welds, that just stands out to be just different, and people know right away. Anyway, I will say this to you, which is really cool. This car is very powerful, but it's streetable. And when I say that, meaning that you, although this is sticking up out of the hood, it's not so powerful that it's uncomfortable to drive. It's really actually very easy to drive. It has a nice torque converter in it that allows you to get away fairly easy. The car is not ridiculously loud, and it's just smooth, and it's so well tuned and so well ready to drive on the street for long amounts of time, even in bumper to bumper traffic. And you'll see some of the detail that goes into making a car be able to be like that. Let's take a peek under the hood for a minute. One of my favorite things, hood pins. This is nice, nicely cut out for the blower, so it's not too big. Scoop, everything there. This is a fresh 540 cubic inch Merlin block. It's got dart heads, hooker headers, polished 671 blower, fresh Demon carburetors, fresh aluminum radiator, and everything in the car is high performance, high quality parts. Everything is braided lines, and this isn't braided lines, braided line covers. This is real AN fittings, fuel pressure regulator, and here's a trans cooler right here. Giant electric fan to make sure that this car runs cool no matter what. It's got a puke tank for the radiator. So you have your choice in this car. You can take it to the drag strip. I'm not going to tell you what it'll run because I'll just tell you what they told us, and I'm just passing the information. This car would easily run in the 10-second range or under. And it's manageable at that rate, and you can work your way up to feel comfortable driving a car like this. But everything in it's pretty new. And as we walk through, I'll tell you a little more about the drivetrain. And the drivetrain consists of the stuff to make sure that the power gets to the pavement. You know, you got all this big engine here, but if you got a weak transmission and a weak setup in the rear, either you're going to spin the tires, the car's going to get sideways, as you guys all know. Anyway, this right here is a freshly built Turbo 400, built by a specialty transmission shop that does just high performance those. It's got a Ford 9-inch in it. It's got a 4-link coilover suspension. So this car is set up to do the proper things. That means when you get on the gas, squat down and go straight. And that's what we really want to happen. Let's take a peek inside for a minute. It's actually pretty easy to see that the car was designed to be more of a street car than a race car. It's still got some comfort and things like that in there. This is a nice feature here. This is a swing away roll bar, which I like very much. And so if you want to get in the car, normally these would just sit outside like this. And that way you can get in and out very easily without having to make it difficult. Full gauges. Now listen, you say, well, this is a race car. Well, you know what? What I would do if it was me is I'd put electric cutouts on here like some of our other cars, so you could have full open headers if you wanted to, or a nice decent exhaust coming out the back so that you can hear. It's got an upgraded digital sound system with built-in speakers and all kinds of goodies back there. So it sounds great. Got a nice quick release wheel you can take with you. This way, A, people can't steal the car, and B, it's easy to get in and out if you don't feel like taking the roll bar open. Tack right here, 10 grand tack. Got a full system set up here to get the car rolling. Very easy to turn on a couple things. Ignition, electric fan, and the fuel pump, and that's what you're going to want to turn on. Has a water pump also that's electric, and everything else is pretty easy. So just 4 clicks, car fires right up. You don't have to pump the gas because it has a electric fuel pump. And the shifter is very nice. It's a Cheetah, and it has provisions for nitrous. This car does not have nitrous, nor has it ever had it, but if you felt like this wasn't enough power, the 540 cubic inches with a 671 blower and 2 Demon carbs, then you know, maybe you need a little more. Anyway, the shifter's super easy to work. This is a reverse manual valve body, so you're in first gear. You go to second, just pull it back, hit second gear, click it over one, and pull it back again. You can't miss a shift. Let's take a peek in the back. A couple nice features back here. Mandatory power on and off switch. Okay, this is nice too. So you don't have to search around and open things up to find if you ever had to jump start the car, because not everybody drives these every week. This car could sit around for a week or two, and the batteries can go dead, so they're easy to jump here, or put a trickle charger on there, which we could do for you also. This right here is just decals. If you don't like it on there, we can certainly take it off. Looks kind of cool, but that's kind of up to you. All nice chrome and stainless. Let's take a peek under here, because this is what most people are seeing. Look how clean everything is under there. There's the narrowed 9-inch, fully adjustable, and I'm talking about height, compression, dampening, and on top of it, look at the protection here. Protect the shocks under full acceleration. Look how everything's tied together, full ladder system. The frame is tied everywhere. Anyway, in the other video that we have, they have the car with the stripes. We actually had the stripes taken off and a little paint repair done, make sure that everything was smooth and came out great, and it looks really, really nice. The paint is like mirror finish. Matter of fact, I just want to show you real quick the quality of it. Now it is really even a nicer car than it was before. Like, look at that, man. That is sweet. Okay, but in the video you can have this car without the stripes or with the stripes. If you want me to, I'll put the stripes on the car and clear coat it and have the Z28 stripes. It's all a matter of preference. We had the car both ways. I just wanted you to see how completely different it looks with or without. And if you like them, we'll put them on. If you like it just the way it is, then no sweat. Anyway, just wanted you to see it. Just want to go ahead and start this up for you. Ignition, electric fan, fuel pump. There we go. You know, in closing, this is one of those cars where you can buy it for half of what it costs to build, maybe even less. And with a fresh drivetrain that's in it. You know, I mentioned there's a Ford 9-inch. It's actually a Fab 9 engineering 9-inch. 540 cubic inch Merlin motor, and it's just I can't get over how ridiculously easy it is to drive, but it's also very powerful and goes very straight. We're Fleming's Ultimate Garage. We're super proud to present this 69 Camaro Pro Street Z28. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it.